Hello, everyone. Good evening from a very hot Melbourne, and welcome to our webinar this afternoon. We're very happy to be introducing another Greek iconic brand to you this afternoon, and that is Empiria Group. Now, unfortunately, we have got Maria, who's joined us from Athens. I'm assuming you're in Athens at the moment, Maria.
Yes.
Her camera is not working, so you can't see beautiful Maria, which is a shame. But we'll send you an introduction after the webinar is completed, and we send you the recording, and we'll show you what Maria actually looks like. But welcome, Maria, and thanks for joining us.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you for being here. Good afternoon, good evening to you. It's morning here. It's 8 o'clock. It's a
Early
sunny
morning.
day.
Yes, thank you for waking up early, and hopefully you've had a coffee or two. I'm going to
Yes,
hand
I
over to
had
you, but
already.
just to briefly introduce Empiria Group, because it's a brand that many of our viewers may not have heard of, but you've certainly heard of some of the hotels. So I'll let you introduce all of the properties like Cosme and Parilio and Mystique on Santorini. But there's also other hotels that our advisors listening may not be as familiar with. So I'm excited for you to introduce those ones as well. So I'll hand over to you now, Maria, and also for those that are watching, there is a little chat box or a question box on the top right-hand corner of your screen. So if you've got any questions for Maria or myself during the presentation, feel free to write a note in there. I'll keep an eye on that and pass any questions on, and we'll try and answer those on the way through. So thank you, Maria. Over to you.
Thank you. So, hello from sunny Athens. Although it's winter, we have a wonderful weather. So, I hope I hope you get to visit Greece if you haven't visited yet. It's a lovely country, and especially our islands. So, I'm representing Empiria Group. Our company owns already 6 properties, 6 hotels in Santorini and Paros, and one smaller one in Peloponnese, and some collections of villas. In the plans, we're adding Milos next summer and Athens. Athens hotel is going to be in the center. And later, we're expanding more. We're adding one hotel in Naxos and many plans more. So just few words about our company. The whole story started back in 1993. The owners, Adonis and Kaya, they were going on vacation, on family vacation in Santorini. At that time, 30 years ago, 35 years ago, Santorini was more like, for Greeks or for backpackers. You wouldn't see any luxury tourists on the island. So it was their vision to create a luxury 5-star property on the island. And that's how the story started. Mr. Adonis, the owner, he was staying in a beautiful villa in Santorini, and the landowner told me, Adonis, you're young. Would you like to buy this plot of land? It's beautiful. And there was a winery. There was a winery like 400 years old, which was the main winery of the area, where everybody would bring their grapes and would create the lovely wine that, Santorini is produced because of the volcanic soil, of course. It's so different and so mineral. So he didn't know what to do. He said, okay, I'm going to buy it because it was a lovely area. So he bought it. And then they hired a very good Greek architect. And they created this beautiful hotel in Santorini, Vedema, which looks like a village in a village. That was the vision, to showcase the place they were going on vacation, which was, the authentic village in Santorini. So Vedema is on the mainland. You see the map here. It's exactly in the center of the island. Of course, there is caldera, because the caldera, the views, the rock cliffs that we all know, it's over a big space in Santorini. You see all this circular line, which looks like a moon, a half moon shape. So all this side is where you have the views. And exactly opposite, you have the 2 craters of the volcano. In Santorini, we are almost everywhere. We have a great offering of hotels. In the center, as you see, it's Vedema Resort, along with our Navsika estate, our villa, our 5-bedroom villa. On the northern part, it's Mystique, our iconic property, exactly on the cliffs with the views. And Historia, our beachfront property at the Black Sand Beach on the southern part. I'm guessing most of you know how to reach Santorini. There are many, many daily flights every day from Athens, and also there are direct flights from many European cities, from Milan, from Rome, from Paris, from London. So several flights. It's a great, there is great connection. And then, of course, there is the ferry hopping that is very popular in Greece, and the most common way of moving around the islands. You get the ferry from Mykonos to Santorini, you get the ferry from Paros to Santorini, from Athens, so it's quite easy this way. So this is Vedema I was talking about. This is the village, the medieval village where we are located, and the whole inspiration of the hotel is exactly the village, the vineyards around the hotel, and the whole traditional buildings of the locals. The hotel looks exactly like the locals' houses, along with this beautiful winery, which is caves, like natural caves that we found them. We didn't build them. There is a history here. And now these caves have been transformed to function areas, like the wine tasting area that you see here on the left, or then you will see later the Alati restaurant, which is our dining restaurant, or spa. The hotel, of course, has been renovated, has been expanded since its opening. So now we have 74 spacious suites, really like large suites, and you can actually have any type of clients there: families, couples, little kids, small groups of friends, small groups, multi-gen families. So it's the ideal hotel in Santorini to suggest to any kind of demographics. And actually, it's also, it's the price point is different. It's completely different from the Caldera. So if you need to balance the budget, you can think of having some days in this area and some days in the Caldera, probably. Or many people, especially nowadays, they prefer to be, in this area, which is actually off the beaten path, away from the crowds, but still quite vivid. So they can easily navigate the island, and they're away from the hustle and bustle of the main towns. So family friendly, new villas now, 2-bedroom villas, the Corinthian villas, with views to the sea, but from a distance, of course, and to the vineyards. 3-bedroom villas. So here it's also where you could say that you could have also multi-gen families. You could make a combination with different villas, with different suites, and you can have them all together there. And of course, many different spaces: jacuzzi, 2 pools, the beautiful restaurant Alati for dinner, very mysticistic. No air conditioning here. It has the right temperature for cold weather or for hot weather. And of course, spaces, restaurants, activities around the area. You exit the hotel and you see the medieval villas. You see little boutiques. You see small restaurants, wine bars. It's a lovely place and exactly, a hidden gem. The insider tip here is the wine tasting, the best environment to offer wine tasting for your clients. Yes, Craig, you wanted to add something?
Thank you. No, I was just going to say it's the first property we always think of for families, because obviously young children can't stay on the Caldera anyway because it's dangerous for them. But also for those people that think, Santorini is going to be so busy in the middle of the year, and of course it is busy because it's one of the most beautiful islands in the world. But here is an option for your clients that is away from that hustle and bustle of close enough to go in there for dinner or whatever you want to do and some shopping, But it is a really much different side of Santorini than people are expecting. So I love this hotel. Sorry to interrupt. That was it.
Thank you, thank you. It was a good addition. So I'm
Thanks.
going to Napsika Estate. This is our top accommodation in Santorini. It's exactly at the middle of the caldera, opposite to the two craters of the volcano. 5-bedroom villa, ensuite bathroom, so ideal for VIP guests, ideal for families, or ideal, even for a small wedding, for a small event, for a big family. The most amazing sunset you can see in Santorini, and with privacy, because privacy in Santorini is a tricky point, a tricky part, I would say. You have here full service. You have a butler, you have the dedicated housekeeper, you have the chef coming from the breakfast, or you cannot service from Vedema, because Vedema is right next to it. It's 3 minutes drive. So you can also order room service. You can also have, the chef coming for an extra dinner, or, something really, really special. Quickly mentioning Historia, a member of Design Hotels, our property on the beach at the Black Sand Beach. It's a very personalized service hotel, guest-oriented hotel, 12 suites, but fully serviced with a spa, with a private beach, with a restaurant, with a huge pool. And the concept here is around the horses. A very special hotel. It accepts people over 14 years old. So, this is a unique property and something again unexpected in Santorini, which combines Santorini, but along with the story of horses, which I would love to have some more time to mention on another time. And going now to our iconic property, Mystique. Mystique is indeed our iconic property in the Caldera, in Nia. Again, a great location because it's exactly at the beginning of Via. So again, away somehow from the hustle and bustle. So you don't have the crowds looking below to your hotel and trying to see who is, in the villas, so in the suites. So I would say the location is one of the unique selling points. We are at the beginning of Ia, like 5 minutes walk from the center, and still at the lowest part of the cliff, which again gives us more privacy as you don't have external guests passing through the property. Here, it's all about, love, eternal lovers, honeymooners, people that want to celebrate their love, but also for families, but with grown-up kids. Due to safety reasons, kids are not accepted in the caldera, so over 14 years old here. But of course, few exceptions, in the like if you have a family with a 13-year-old, or a small 12-year-old, please let us know. We can always see if we can make an exception if it's not the high season especially. Mystique has been fully renovated since its opening. It opened in 2008. Now everything has been refurbished. Of course, the style is very successful. It's a very elegant style, beige color, really natural. The caves are natural. We didn't build the caves. We found the caves. So we say, Mystique is created by nature, enhanced by style. It's exactly what represents Mystique. All the suites offer views to the Aegean Sea, to the volcano. You can always see some beautiful sunset colors. And of course, all the suites, some suites might have jacuzzi, some of them might have pools, some of them might have, just the terrace, but still, with the views and with the sunbeds and everything that anybody would need. And I would have to say that here, this property, it's quite expanded, I would say. So you have facilities, you have 2 restaurants, you have 2 pools, you have a spa, you have a gym. So many people prefer to stay in this tranquility of the hotel. But there are many, many things to do and enjoy while in the hotel. A great chef, Craig, I don't know if you're aware of this, Thanos Fescos will be will be taking care of our restaurants at Mystique. Thanos Veskos is a famous chef in Greece. He's got 2 Michelin stars already with one of his restaurants in Athens. So we're quite proud of having Thanos with us. He's a fantastic chef, and the new Greek chefs that are up and coming, still very well known. And of course, Mystique is offering like little gems, hidden gems, like this beautiful balcony, which you can book for your clients for a special ceremony, for a wedding anniversary, or for a wedding proposal. This is the ideal, thing to add in your package. And price-wise, it's also quite good. You can add, a full menu costing 270 euros per person. So it's an exceptional offering which you can add for your clients. This property, again, as I said, because we found the caves, it used to be the traditional villas, the traditional place where the locals would stay. And actually, in this area, we found the main water tank of the village. Now, the main water tank of this village is our secret wine cave, where we're offering the wine tastings for the Santorini wines. So it has a history again. This property, as all our properties, have a history and some secrets and some hidden gems. The beautiful balcony, as I said before, the Aegean balcony, which you can book even for guests staying at the hotel or for guests staying somewhere else. Lastly, a collection of villas in Santorini, which are in the Caldera, at Firat, Firostefani, Inia, and here you can also have kids. But of course, it's not a hotel; it's a complex of villas. Now I'm going to Paros, the hot spot everybody loves now, and especially we have plenty of Australians visiting Paros, and we have Australians coming back every year. So many repeaters in this island. It's the island that where you want to really come back.
It is
And why this?
extremely popular at the moment, Maria. But before we get to Paros, just we had one question on Nafsika Estate from Robert. Hello, Robert. How many bedrooms is the villa?
The villa is 5 bedrooms, all with ensuite bathrooms. One of them is twin. Of course, here if you need an extra bed, of course we can add. And this villa, it operates from April until November. The price range starts from 4,000 and a half for low season, and it goes up to 8,900 for high season. Great offering, including breakfast, including transfers from the airport. 2 nights minimum stay, so it's a good minimum stay. You can always have this kind of request. And the unique selling point here is the amazing views along with the privacy, which you cannot really find in Nia. And of
Yeah.
course, the hotel service that you have from the hotel and from the butler and the housekeeper.
It is an extraordinary property, and those sunsets, you're right, are incredible. You basically watch the sun setting behind Ia as you're watching it from afar. It's unbelievable. Sarah's asked, is Santorini open for business at the moment? We're expecting that the season will be unharmed. Obviously, where it's up to Mother Nature in terms of the seismic activity that's happening there at the moment. We're keeping a really close eye on the activity, but obviously we're a fair while away from opening up for the season. So we're hoping that everything settles down, obviously by then. And we don't want to get too bogged down before we move on to Paros, but Vanitha's also asked, how would you sell Astoria? Astoria is a really different one, and you did touch on the horses there. So basically, they used to be stables. The hotel building itself used to be the stables where the king's horses were kept. So
Yes.
that's yeah, that's where the story of the horses comes from. But basically, it's for people that are going back to Santorini. They've done the Caldera, they've done the Ia, they're going back for their second, third, fourth time. Want to see a different side of Santorini, away from the hustle and bustle, and the advantage of being on the beach as well, because obviously Santorini's not necessarily a place you think of having a beach holiday, but at Historia you get the best of both worlds. You're not too far away from the action and all that Santorini is famous for, but you get to have a beach holiday as well.
Thank you, Craig. Yes, and also Historia is next to nice beach bars. This is where you have the beach bars,
Yeah.
and it's I mean, during the day it's quite vivid. It's quite beautiful.
I had
And
a question
regarding
about that I wasn't aware of. You said over 14s there, so is there a reason that you don't take young kids there, just because it's more of an adult's place, or?
there is no like safety reason. It's mostly about the style. It's there
Yeah.
is something a bit different, and it's a small property. It's only 12 suites. We don't need many different segments to fill it up. I mean, so we thought it's better to focus on one segment and make it more, approachable to this kind of
Yeah.
segment.
Yeah,
It's the
perfect. No, it
whole
works well.
style and the whole facilities. It's not. It's easygoing hotel, but the whole style is mostly adapted in this concept.
Yeah, yeah, and
There's no other.
everyone
Mm.
that I've ever taken there is always so surprised at the area, the fact that there's this beautiful beach there, and the property itself is really really cool. So anyway, sorry, we'll let you go on with Paros now. Sorry to interrupt there.
No, it's very nice. I prefer the interaction, and it's a live webinar. Otherwise, we can record something and anybody can listen whenever. So please, any questions are welcome. I'm happy to respond. So,
Perfect.
Paros, as I said, is a beautiful island. We also, the Greeks, we go back every summer. Our kids want to go back every summer. It's due to the beautiful beach bars, it's due to the vibe, it's due to the wonderful food, the wonderful tavernas and restaurants, and the nice nightlife. The nightlife here is exceptional. It's very cosmopolitan, very authentic, very not posh, like pretentious. It's very easygoing. The whole island still quite authentic, quite Greek, and it's because many Greek families have their vacation houses there. So I believe this keeps the island still, and it will remain quite authentic. It's in the center of Cyclades, so you have very good accessibility from any other island you might be. There is an airport. You have direct flights from Athens and Thessaloniki. Hopefully, in few years, we're expecting the international airport. And of course, we as Empiria Group, we opened our first property back in 2019. I would say that, Empiria Group brought the luxury tourism in Paros because we opened the first five-star branded property on the island, which is Virtuoso as well. So it actually attracted a lot of the luxury international segment. When you arrive in Paros by ferry, we are quite happy to be able to welcome you in our Imperial Lounge. It's a great service which you can add to the itineraries of your clients staying with us in any of our properties in Paros. So this is like the VIP lounges in the airports where you can have coffee, you can use the restrooms, you can leave your luggage and just go for a walk in Parilla. And this is how they usually use it, especially in the departure, because it gets to be quite crowded at the port. Uh, Especially during July and August. It's very nice that you have for your clients this air-conditioned space where there is somebody to welcome you, to take your luggage, ask what is your boat, and if there is any delay, you can wait there, or you can just leave your luggage and go shopping to the beautiful town, or for lunch, or whatever. So please remember to add this to inform your clients when you're booking a hotel that they have this service. Cosme, the 5-star property on the island, the most luxurious property at this point on the island, the greatest location, right on the beach, beachfront with our own sandy beach, and only 8 minutes walk from the town, from the main town of Nausa. So as you see here, beachfront, sunset views, and walking distance to the main town where you have all the nice bars, the wine, the restaurants, the great shopping. Everybody is enjoying the shopping over there. So 40 suites, boutique hotel. Again, the inspiration comes from Nausa, from the town, and from Paros. So the architecture and the whole design is inspired always from the location. And that's what makes our hotels different and which also enhances the stay of the guest because it showcases something different that you don't find anywhere else in the world. Different types of suites, of course, some of them with private pools or with terraces or with views to the sea, with views to the surrounding area, a beautiful stargazing area. So again, little nice spots. And here another great chef, Yannis Kioroglu. He's the chef of La Petite Maison in Cannes, Greek, but well known in the whole world. A special place for private dining, Rossi, where there is an open oven and the chef comes and bakes in front of you and cooks in front of you. Or this is the place where we also do our Epicurean moment every day. It's a demonstration of a Greek Parian dish. So again, little gems around this property. Beautiful spa, a gym, and of course, all the facilities that you would need for your clients in a 5-star hotel. The experiences in Paros are never ending, but most of them have to do with the sea, with the beaches, the nice beach bars. We also own a catamaran, so you can always book it through our concierge, which is, of course, commission for the agents. And remember, in Paris, there is also a mountainside where you can do hiking or you can just go to see, another place with nice trees and, where the locals would actually live in the old years because in most of the islands, the main towns in the old years were in the center, in the mountains. Some were hidden from the sea so that the pirates cannot find them. Going to Parilio, our virtuoso property. So this hotel, we started with 33 suites. This summer, we're expanding. We're adding 14 more suites and villas. So now you also have the possibility to offer in-resort villas, like 2-bedroom villas, 3-bedroom villas, 5-bedroom villas, but with the hotel services. Parilio is 10 minutes away from Nausa, close to the beautiful beach of Kolibithres. Kolibithres is a rocky beach with the rock formations, one of the most popular beaches in Paros. This hotel is mostly about the ambience and the vibe. The views are to the surrounding area. So you are close to the beach. You don't have the sea views from the main hotel, but you have some sea views from the new part where we're adding the new villas. All the demographics, all the segments are accepted here. Families, couples, friends, everybody. Many interconnecting room options. The beds can be split into twins, so great flexibility. And the whole design again comes from the Cyclades and from Paros. And lastly, so these are the views from the new part where you're gonna have 2-bedroom and 3-bedroom villas and some
And they've been
one-bedrooms.
really popular so far as well. The new villas, haven't they? So the 2 and 3 bedrooms, they've been selling really well for this
Very
year.
They're doing very well, although we don't even have the photos. We have just render photos. But I think because, everybody wants to come with their families in Paros and having villas in a resort, it's quite an amazing offering. And
Yeah.
especially in this hotel, because you are very close to Nausa. You're only 10 minutes drive from Nausa. It's a
Yeah.
central location, and you have the villas with a hotel service, so it's an amazing offering. Lastly, Akron Villas, which we have many Australians here. I think it's like the third segment, the third market in this property. You have 2 bedrooms up to 5 bedrooms with private pools. It's on the top of the hill of this famous beach again. And the good thing here again is that you have a front office team. You have somebody in the property to assist the clients for anything they might need. There is housekeeping, and you can add up service. You can add up breakfast boxes actually, or you can add up uh, services, transfers, whatever you might need. It's villa accommodation. It's cyclic design. The unique selling point is that it's a complex, so you're not alone. You have the front office, it's 24 villas, and you have, of course, many services which you can add. And the location, you can see now so from Acro Villas. You need a car though, so whenever you're booking this property, please recommend the clients have a car to explore the area. It's a beautiful, beautiful property indeed. So this is just a photo of our property in Peloponnese. It's 10 suites. It's a still unexplored area, but there will be coming more about this as well. So this is all. Uh, it took a
Thank
bit more
you,
than
Maria. That was
yeah.
absolutely brilliant. And we should mention as well, if anyone's going to the MyLux Marriott Roadshow next week, that Kalia, the owner, along with her husband, the owner of Empiria Group, will be coming out to Australia next week to attend that roadshow. So if anyone is going along there, please go and make sure you say hi to Kalia. She is lovely. Maria, that was absolutely brilliant. The only disappointing thing is that we couldn't see your face, and the viewers had to stare at my face all night. But that was a shame. But we'll make sure we send them a follow up and introduce you properly to everybody. And honestly, thanks everyone for joining this evening as well. It was a pleasure to see so many people online and also asking so many questions. They were all really engaged with the properties and the destinations. So thank you all, and thanks again, Maria.
Thank you. Thank you.